Organizations sometimes operate in various nature of businesses that produce different products and provide different type of services. Disclosure segment required by MFRS 8, which is operating segment, reveal how management sees the entity's operation. Segment disclosure aid in closing the gap between the management perspective of the company as expressed in the management statement and the entity's consolidated financial information. For instance, the annual report's management discussion and analysis disclosure. User of the financial statement should be aware of the various business operation and economic conditions since they help them to gain greater understanding of the entity's historical performance, improve evaluation of the entity's return and risk, make better decisions regarding the organization as a whole.
Chief Operating Decision Maker, or known as CODM, is a person or group responsible for making key decisions related to the allocation of resources and performance assessment within an organization. For example, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, the CEO and Chief Financial Officer, a group of executive managers and board of directors. CODM usually reviews internal report and evaluate the performance of different segments to make strategic decisions. For example, in Maybank, the CODM is typically the group president and CEO, the one who makes strategic decisions regarding the performance of divisions like retail banking, corporate banking, and investment banking. They evaluate how resources should be allocated within those areas. Here is the example of Maybank CODM. We also have another example of CODM, which is Sunway. The CODM for Sunway is likely the group managing director, the one who oversees the company's various business segments such as property development, construction, retail, and leisure. This individual is responsible for evaluating the performance of this segment and making decisions on resources and investment. Here is the example of Sunway's CODM.
There are two types of segmental report used in financial report. There are business segment and geographical segment. Business segment is a component of an entity that provides a single product or service or a group of related products and services, and that is subject to risks and returns that are different from those of other business segments. While geographical segment is a component of an entity that provides products and services within a particular economic environment and that is subject to risks and returns that are different from those of components operating in other economic environments. For business segment, we choose Sandabi Plantation Berhad. There are three main business segments of Sandabi. There are upstream, downstream, and others. For upstream, it is including developing, cultivating, and managing oil palm plantation. While for downstream, it is including production and sales of refined oils and fats. And for others operations, it is including trading of agricultural products and services. So this is the snippet from Sandabi Berhad financial statements. Profit for the financial year of upstream in Malaysia is amounted to 760,249 ringgit. For downstream, it is recorded that the profit for the year is amounted to 404,308 ringgit. However, for the others operations, the company record loss for the year amounted to 22,306 ringgit. For geographical segment, we choose Petronas Chemicals Group Berhad. The group reportable segments comprises four operations that are olefins and derivatives, fertilizers and methanol, specialties, and others that related to investment holding. So this is the snippet from Petronas Chemicals annual report. The group operates in the following geographical areas such as Malaysia, Asia, Sweden, and rest of the world. Total revenue for all geographical areas is amounted to 28.67 million, and for non-current asset, the group record the total amounted to 39.69 million ringgit.
Two benefits of segmental reporting are to measure performance. company can identify on which segmentation to be improved and can implement some new strategies. This segmental report will be useful for a bigger company with numerous business lines. Next, benefit of segmental reporting is they can improve decision making. A segmentation report can help manager to do best decision to ensure company can operate in a long term and help make strategic decision and allocate capital and investment better. The slide shows the snippet of AirAsia X Berhad annual report. The report is based on geographical segment. From the report, we can see that in 2022, the geographical segment of Indonesia had reported a loss for the income in 2022. In the year 2023, the segment for Indonesia is not in the report. From this snippet, we can see that the company used this segmental report to do a better decision on the segment that didn't provide any benefit or income to the company. FAR 134 is to prescribe minimum content of an interim financial report and to prescribe the principle for recognition and measurement incomplete or condensed financial statement for an interim period. There is two statements that entities can present, which is complete set or condensed financial statements. There are two important terms used in report, which interim period describe financial report shorter than full financial year. An interim financial report refer to financial report content either complete set or condensed statement. The scope for this standard is to provide the interim financial report half-yearly or quarterly, and the interim reports must be available not later than 60 days after end of interim period.
Significant event and transaction. Entities are required to disclose any significant event and transaction that have occurred after the end of the last annual reporting period and before the end of the interim reporting period. This event and transaction should be disclosed if they are material to the financial position and performance of the entity.
So, there are two significant events and transactions. The first one is acquisitions or disposal of asset. If the company has acquired or disposed of significant asset, this can have a substantial impact on its financial position. For instance, purchasing a large asset or disposing of a major business unit will affect both the balance sheet through changes in asset and liabilities and the income statement through potential gains or losses. The second one is the issuance of debt or equity. If the company has raised new capital through issuance of share or bond, this could affect its capital structure and liquidity. The issuance would influence both the financial position through changes in equity or liability and potentially the profile if the funds are used for investment operation. And both of these events must be disclosed in the interim financial statement as they provide users with relevant information about changes with a clear picture of any changes since the last annual report.
Sunway Berhad is a listed company in Malaysia, prepares their interim financial statements on a quarterly basis. For quarter 1, it covers the period ending 31st March 2024 with comparative figures from the period ending 31st March 2023. While for quarter 2, it covers the period ending 30th June 2024 with comparative figures from the period ending 30th June 2023. In quarter 3, the report has covers the period ending 30th September 2024 with comparative figures from the period ending 30th September 2023. And the last one for quarter 4, the report covers the period ending 31st December 2024 with comparative figures from the period ending 31st December 2023. So, to be concluded, these interim reports are essential for stakeholders to assess Sunway Berhad's financial health and operational performance on a periodic basis.